Since Michael Jackson passed away just a few days ago, it would be natural to ask, how has he affected your life and your music career?
Well, Michael Jackson, if you're in this generation, I think that you know the name Michael Jackson, and I remember staying up to watch the Thriller video. It was like the hugest deal, and just watching him dance and perform. He really set the bar for entertainers. You know, he set it really high, and just through years and years of work and seeing him develop and do different types of music, he was such a talent. And you know, when will.i.am did the Thriller anniversary album, nobody was singing Beat It, and so I begged Will to let me sing Beat It, and so I just did it without Michael's permission, and then he played it for Michael, and Michael loved it. So
How does it feel having that recording today, knowing that for all time you and Michael Jackson sort of did a song together?
I mean, it feels amazing. He's definitely an icon, and we'll all remember his work and his music. And just to be one little speck of his life is you know, I get to have that, you know, forever. It's just, you know, it's really sad.
Slash got to choose whoever he wanted to go on stage with, and you were one of them. How did the friendship between you and him develop?
Gosh, Slash performed at one of our Peapod events. Our Peapod charity is a big charity that the Peas do every year, and he came and did it with us in LA and performed. And at the time, I was doing Barracuda because I had sang it for the Shrek 3 soundtrack. So we came in and played on Barracuda, and we did a little rock medley. You know, a little bit of Black Dog. I do a little bit of Start Me Up. Just a little rock medley that I do in my show, and he knew all the songs, of course, and we really had a good vibe, a good chemistry on stage, and we had talked about working together. And when his solo project came up, he called me, and he told me he was working with a lot of different musicians and singers, and did I want to get together with him and write something for it? And then of course I was down. I mean, you know, I remember seeing Guns N' Roses and Metallica together in high school, you know, perform, and that was such an amazing experience, that to be able to work with him is so amazing. So I started having him on my stage, do the rock medley and Barracuda with me for my shows, and he invited me to do his birthday, and he actually asked me to sing Sweet Child of Mine, which is really rare, and you know, I got to play Axl a little bit, which is a little bit of what I'll be doing today. Such an honor, you know. Slash doesn't play Sweet Child of Mine with a lot of people, and it's such an honor that he lets me sing it. You know, I used to sing it in my bathroom, you know, by myself, and imitate Axl's moves, and now just to do it actually with him live on the stage, it's such an adrenaline rush. You know, there's not a feeling like it, and just being with all of the best musicians, and it's all live and just raw and spontaneous is awesome.
But it's a different genre from the Black Eyed Peas. Does it feel good to be able to do both the rock side and the more hip-hop R&B stuff?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. There are different facets to my personality, and I mean, all of them are true. You know, I listened to NWA and Guns N' Roses growing up, you know, and Ella Fitzgerald and Whitney Houston. I mean, there are so many different types of artists that I listened to growing up that it's hard for me to be pigeonholed into one category, and it's hard for the Black Eyed Peas to be pigeonholed into one category, because we're all over the place musically as well. But you know what, it's just kind of a fusion, and that's what it is, and if people can't define it, oh well.
Today you're playing with Slash, and on Thursday it's back with Black Eyed Peas. You have a huge solo career. Life is good to you, isn't it?
Life is good, and you know, everything that I do, it's like a different animal. You know, with the Peas, it'll be a different version of me than you'll see on stage tonight. Tonight it's all about, you know, the inner rock chick that is inside of me coming out and getting to sing the songs that I grew up loving and that my dad would play, and you know, songs like Black Dog from Zeppelin.
and you're also out with the new album now, the END. I think some was scared of that title, the end, probably, but it's not the end for Black Eyed Peas, right?
No, definitely not the end for the Black Eyed Peas, but it is the end of an era of music where life as we knew it growing up, you know, you'd save that $13 or whatever money, however much it is here, and you'd save that money up and go to the record store and purchase that tangible piece of music. And now more and more people are getting their music through the internet or through their cell phones, and we're just kind of embracing that change.
You must get a lot of interviews and questions from journalists all over the world. What is the one question you would never answer if you had been asked it?
The one question I would never answer? I have no idea.
And what's the question